This September, my boyfriend Andy and I are going to do the Katy Trail in Missouri. We're going to ride 225 miles across 6 days with a organized tour group called Bubba's Pampered Peddlers. In this video, we explain our training approach so that we know that we're going to be ready for that challenge. Hi everyone, this is Caroline.
And I'm Andy.
And we're from Life Cycling. And today what we're doing is we're talking a little bit about our strategy for training. And the reason is somebody on Facebook had asked why it was that we were taking our hybrid-like bikes still on paved roads. And there's actually a reason for that. So we are taking a two-pronged approach to training. And the two, conditions that we're trying to work on is mileage and getting used to riding on unpaved roads. So those are the two things that we're doing. So the first thing that we did, or we're in the process of doing, is getting our confidence up with lots of mileage. And Andy, I don't know if you want to talk about the mileage on the trip that we're anticipating on a daily basis.
Well, it's a 6-day ride, everyday riding. The longest portion is 47 miles and the shortest is 27.
So our rule of thumb is typically for a day tour, something like the 5 Boroughs or the Boston Hub, is if we train up to half the mileage we expect on that tour, we know that we're going to make it without any issues. For example, when we trained for the 5 Boroughs, we knew that was about 45 miles long. As long as we got up to between 25 and 30 miles on a training session, we knew that we were good. Now for this tour, since it's consecutive days, we want to make sure that we can get at least up to, I would say, 40 to feel confident that we're not going to have any issues.
Right, and I think we'll be there.
Absolutely. So right now we've gotten up to between 30 and 32 miles. Our videos of training are a little behind because I was having some technical difficulties with our GoPro, but we're going to be posting more of those training sessions. So we got between 30 and 32 miles. We got up to 30 on a paved road. Now we're going on an unpaved road for 30 and beyond, and that's what we're trying to do. Andy, do we worry about speed?
No, we're just there to enjoy and to just make sure we can do the mileage.
Yeah, my thing is I do these tours not so much as a physical challenge, but more for the social atmosphere. And I always say that if you're riding too fast and you're huffing and puffing, you won't have the energy to talk with the other riders.
That's true.
And sing along to all the tunes that we bring with us on our bike. Because we have one of those little, what do you call those, JLBs or LJ?
Yeah.
Those little, looks like a log that plays music.
It fits in the water bottle holder.
Yeah, it's really fun. So usually towards the end of a ride, we get a little uninspired. We put that on. We listen to Eye of the Tiger, anything inspirational to keep us going. That's what we do. Andy and I train as a couple, and obviously we're very different. So Andy is built for speed, and I'm more built for endurance. So that means that Andy typically goes faster, but what do you want to say, like, how long do you last doing that, Andy?
Not as long as I should. So what we've done is put Caroline in front so that she paces us.
Yeah, so I'm the pacer. I tend to go, I'm slow. I'm really between like 10 and 12 miles an hour on a good day. That's our average. We do not wear clips. So that also is going to slow us down relative to other cyclists. And I think that it's good to know your strengths and your weaknesses. So when you're training as a couple, that's super helpful. And of course, to always have good communication with regards to how you're feeling during the ride. So we always, of course, check in with each other. We do have a video on different hand signals, especially for the rider in front, to signal to the person behind how you're doing, because when you're riding and you're talking, the person behind you is not going to hear you. So you need to do some signaling so that the person knows how you're doing. Because Andy and I both have full-time jobs and we only have one day off that's overlapping with each other, we only go out on our bikes on the road one day a week. During the week, we alternate with strength training as well as time on our Peloton bike in order to make sure that we are making sure that those muscles that we're going to need during the trip are still in good condition. Anything else we missed, Andy?
Oh, and follow this guy. His music is awesome.
This is Andy's stepson. He's very talented. We'll put a link to his YouTube channel to check out his videos. Anything else for training, Andy?
No, I think that's it.
We covered it all?
I think we did.
I think we covered it all. If we think of anything else or we've changed anything, we're gonna let you know. And we do appreciate your watching our videos. Those of you who have subscribed, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that it helps the YouTube algorithm to get these videos exposed to more cyclists who might have the same type of approach as us, who love to cycle really for the fun of it. And we'll see you in the next video.